Oh, hang on, what's going on there? Hang on, folks, one sec. That was weird. Hello, everyone. Lovely to see you. Hope you're all having a good day. Special hellos to Mark, who is in or has been to Windsor today to film for God Save the Queen. How exciting! And I have to apologise, Mark. He sent me a message. He just he sent me a message just saying, Ben, you can't park here. Sorry, Mark. But as I said, I would have parked in my normal place, but you were in my parking spot. Oh, wonderful to see you all, everyone. I hope you're all having a good day. I hope the weather's good where you are, and if it's not, well, hopefully it will be soon. And, well, what a week we've had together. This Slava course, it's just been such a joy to learn it. Of course, it's all very moving music, all very powerful, also very timely and very relevant. But at the same time, I did see one comment flash past, just saying, no 10 listens required for this music. It's all just so absolutely gorgeous. And the thing that I've been saying to Mark all week is, of course, the Fieri guide tracks are brilliant, as always. But I know that the Choir of the Earth versions are going to be several levels above. I mean, just imagine what our voices are going to be like when combined for the Tchaikovsky, for the Rachmaninoff, for that Kedrov, for all of those bottom notes, for the Shedrik, for the Ukrainian prayer. It really is going to be a very, very special course of music. So thank you very much indeed, all of you, for being part of it. And people will think he's a closet traffic warden. Fabulous. Well, look, let me just quickly run through the sound checks. We already know that one of the sound things is now working. That was a ringtone called Night Owl. And I was recording it earlier on because I'm writing a song based on it. I've written a whole load of songs based on ringtones. Those of you on home will know about them. And for some reason, it just started playing, which is a little bit annoying. Anyway, we know that computer's working. We know that's working. If I need the acoustic, here it is. Fabulous. And let's just check the tracks. Let's try Shedrick. Lovely. Let's have the Rachmaninoff. Of course, we haven't heard these full versions since Monday. Such a treat to have them today. Here's Oche Nash. I don't think I can do that again. Not after yesterday. Here's the Tchaikovsky. Going to be amazing. I hope you've all had a chance to listen to the version that sparked this particular recording. It's on the Slava website. Go to Choir of the Earth, click Courses, click Slava, and scroll down, and you'll find the most wonderful, wonderful rendition. And it's the version that Fieri used as the foundation for their recording. But when you listen, just listen to that wall of sound, that huge acoustic, and just imagine your voices all joined together in a similar acoustic. I'm going to ask Connor, well, a little bit of a behind the scenes, really, as to what Connor and I do in the mix. We often combine a variety of what's called impulse responses. Impulse responses are when you go into a big space with a microphone and you record the time it takes for sound to come back, and that gives you a lot of data which allows you to create a sort of artificial reverb. And often when we perform, we use more than one space. So when you sang in the Russian Wonders last year, you were in a combination of St. Peter's Basilica, Sydney Opera House, and a huge cathedral, all combined. I think we're going to go even bigger for this one. We just need that wall of sound. So, and by the way, if you want to sit in on a mix session with Connor and myself, there'll be an opportunity. Keep an eye out on your emails. There's an auction opening very soon where you can bid to be one of, I think, only a handful of people who've ever sat in on a mix with Connor and myself. and you can see what we get up to. We promise to be on our best behaviour, and you will get a behind-the-scenes view as to a final mix, which I think is a very special thing. There's all sorts of amazing opportunities to bid, and of course all of the money goes to support the choir, so do have a look at those. There's singing lessons galore. You can learn with Ashley Riches, with Helen Charleston, with Lucy Cox, with Tom, with Angie Reichenbach. There's even a couple of sessions with yours truly, so that's going to be a really fantastic thing to take part in. Look in your emails, and I believe it opens on Monday. So I've got one more to check, of course, the Ukrainian prayer, nattering away. It's on the website. Fabulous. Thank you, Mark. Excellent. So do have a look at that. You can have a little browse through. Connor is offering some sessions as well, one-to-one, to help you get the most out of your recording. Yeah, as I say, all of those proceeds will go to support your choir. So do consider bidding, and who knows? We might see you on a mix at some point. There we are. So I've got the sound working. I've got the scores here. Just in advance, and I'll tell you as we go through the order we're performing them in today. But I thought we'd do it in a slightly different order. I thought we'll start with Shedrick, then we'll sing the Rachmaninoff, then the Kedrov, then the Tchaikovsky, and finish with the Ukrainian prayer. So I'd like to bookend the singing today with the Ukrainian pieces. I feel that is appropriate. I think that'll be a good way to round things off. Now, Mark is saying the auction opens on Tuesday, the 31st of May at 3 p.m. Looking forward to seeing what happens with it. Linda's gone sing with Ashley Riches. Well, absolutely. I'm tempted to bid for it myself. Anyway, let me welcome all of you. And to those of you watching later on, hello, and hope you've enjoyed this week. I always say hello to everyone who catches up, who can't be here live. I know you want to be, but time, work, busyness, it just doesn't work out in that way. So thank you for being part of the choir, for coming along, for working diligently, for sending your recordings in. We really, really do appreciate all of you. Hello to everyone who's watching live but not in the chat. I know that Helene is watching, so lots of love to you and to Bill, of course. And then hello, everyone here. Let me say hello to you. Hello, Judith, in all caps. Lovely to see you. So, hello, Andrew. Hello, Anna. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Bob. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, Mark, of course, back from Windsor. Did you have a nice cup of tea with the Queen? Of course you did. Hello, Colette. Hello, Dave and Jill. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Eileen. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Emma. Hello, Fiona. Hello, Gillian. Hello, Glennis. Hello, Irina. Hello, Jane. Hello, Jean. Hello, Jean. Hello, Jill. Hello, Jill. Hello, Judy. Hello, Judith. Hello, Karen. Hello, Kareth. Hello, Leslie. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Lorna. Hello, Lucy. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Linda. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Pauline. Hello, Rob. Hello, Sheila. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Susanna. All right, Terry. Hello, Ulla. And hello, Wendy. And let me just see if I've missed anyone whilst I was reading down that list. Wonderful. Denise is at work, but will hum along with the sing-through. Fabulous. Fabulous. Lucy says, not sure how long I'll be able to stay. When daughter gets home from school, there may be distractions. Believe me, I know the feeling. But just before we went live, Bob came in here. My 8-year-old son gave me a big cuddle and then ran off. He's off to a birthday party. They're going to, this is the thing, the children decided to go to Lush for this young girl's birthday. Now, I'm sure you all are familiar with Lush, or as I call the Fortress of Ultimate Stench. They're off to buy things from Lush, and then they're going to McDonald's for a birthday tea. So yours truly is not going to that birthday party, and lucky escape as far as I'm concerned. Brilliant. Ben, 2 Carolyns today. Oh, 2 Carolyns. Wonderful. Lovely to have both of you with us. We are truly blessed. Fabulous. We've got lots of Barbaras, lots of Carolyns, many Jills. It is a wonderful, wonderful delight to have all of you. Many Lindas. You are also very, very welcome. Now, I hope you're all ready for a good sing this afternoon. We have these 5 pieces to enjoy, and I thought we'd take the opportunity now. We're back together after the week to talk through them, because, of course, after today, we're going to capture the conducting videos, and then it will be over to you to start recording. So let's get started, shall we? Please make sure you've got a drink handy. Please also make sure you've got a hanky or tissues handy, because, you know, this music is so powerful. Having learnt it thoroughly this week, having gone through it, it is going to land differently to when we heard it on Monday. So make sure you've got everything you need. Jean's asking, what is Lush? It's a shop, Jean, where they sell all sorts of soaps, every possible soap, and the place smells like nothing on earth. It's like a maelstrom of odours and scents and so on. I can't walk in without my eyes watering, but I'm sure there are people out there who like it. I mean, there are plenty of them. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? So let's go full screen. And a very, very good afternoon to all of you. As I glance at the comments, I see we've been joined by Jenny. Lovely to see you, Jenny. Jackie is driving and listening, so can't chat, but lots of love to you as well. Hello to Maureen. Hello, Leslie. Hello, Sue. Hello, everyone who's coming online. It is great to see you all. And what a week we've had. As I was just saying, these 5 pieces from the Orthodox tradition, well, they've just been a real joy to learn. Even though some of them are very moving and very powerful, there is such a joy, as I say, to being both the singer and the instrument when it comes to these pieces. And we're going to be singing through all 5 of them this afternoon. And after this, we will capture the recordings and turn it into conducting videos. And then it will be over to you to start that recording process. And I just want to thank all of you in advance for submitting your recordings. Remember, they don't have to be perfect. As Connor says, and he's right to say it, just submit. Record it and send it in. And the big thing this week has been to say to you, if you are happy to, please record multiple takes. Multiple takes of multiple parts. Because the more parts you record, the more you sing in. Even if they've got a few little errors, we'll iron them out. And what we'll end up with is an enormous wall of sound. And that's what we want to capture. That's the sound we want when we listen to these pieces all put together. Now, we're going to start in a moment with Shedrick. That will be the first piece we sing this afternoon. That's on page 11 of your score pack. So if you could all open that up. This one is only short, so we'll sing it twice, I think, this afternoon. And to just remind you, all of you, that Mark put a huge amount of work into typing out the lyrics for this one, which has been a huge, huge help. Thank you again, Mark, for that. And he's done it so that each line is a phrase. And if you remember through all the rehearsals this week, I've been trying to teach you the music so that you can remember it. And then you just need to look at the lyric sheets. And then you don't need to worry about these very, very complicated scores. And I think we've had a lot of fun with this one. This one's going to be a delight when it comes to perform it. Remembering that the words are about a little swallow flying in and blessing the family. If I just tell you the words, remind you the words. A little swallow flew into the household and started to twitter to summon the master. Come out, O master, look at the sheep pen. There the ewes have given birth, the lambkins have been born. Your goods are great, you will have a lot of money by selling them. It's a lovely, lovely piece. And at the end, the little swallow flies away. And it's just a gorgeous little piece. Now, before we sing, I think we should have a quick warm-up. So if I can invite you to stand up for me, plant the feet, the shoulders width apart. And let's take a couple of deep breaths in and out. And in again. And out. Roll those shoulders around. Stephanie's asking, when will we get the lyric sheet? They are on your universal link, Stephanie. So if you check your UL, at the top there it says Shedrick Score Guide Soprano, Shedrick Score Guide Alto, Tenor and so on. Rolling the shoulders back now. And that will download as a single page and you can then read along. So they're all on your universal link. That is your one-stop shop for all of the information you need for this course. So go and check it for me. All right. Bring your shoulders up to your ears, please. Take a deep breath. And as you breathe out, let the shoulders fall and relax. Lovely. And just roll the head around gently. Great. And just do it again a little bit further this time. Feel the stretch along the long side. And the other way. Lucy says, creaks and cracks. Me too, Lucy. Me too. And forwards. You're very welcome, Stephanie. Good to know you found it. Great. And just roll the head around. Stretch those muscles out. Lovely stuff. Okay. So let's start with some gentle singing. We're just going to hum a long note. And let's hum together. Here we go. And again. Now, for November. And again. And an ooh. And again. Ma, ma, ma. Splendid. Ya, ya, ya. Lovely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Splendid. Me, me, me. Lovely. Yo, yo, yo. And yo, yo, yo. Thank you very much indeed, everyone. Great stuff. Now then, let's glance at the comments. Everyone all right? Yes, so the conducting tracks will be done by the end of today. Dear Mark Cease is standing ready to grab this broadcast, snip out all the relevant conducting, and will create those conducting tracks for us. And again, huge thanks to Mark, who does an amazing job at keeping all of these tracks and all of these broadcasts and universal links and website and so on all up to date for us. He is such a star. So everyone, let's start off this afternoon with a sing through, one of two, I think, of Szczedrik. Now, this is a Ukrainian piece, as we've been saying all week, best known to us before this week as the wonderful Carol of the Bells. I much prefer this version now. Even though it's in Ukrainian, I've had huge fun learning it. I hope you have too. And remember all of those patterns we went through, all of those formula, particularly for the sopranos and altos. Tenors, of course, you've got a line that fills in some of the harmony, so you don't have quite as repetitive a line, but you've got some really nice patterns. And basses, we've got, I think, the simplest part of all, but that doesn't mean we're not important. Everyone, I need you to observe the dynamics as we look on the score all together. It starts obviously fairly loudly for the, it says solo, but we're all going to sing. So you start moderately quietly actually, and as we grow it gets louder and louder and louder to the bottom of the second page. And then it gets quieter again. So it's like a mountain. We climb the mountain and we come down again. Of course, we sing it twice, and at the very end, the little bird, Lastivochka, flies away. All right. Remember, if you can use your lyric sheets, I think that's going to be of benefit to all of you. But otherwise, let's have fun. I think, as I say, we'll do this one twice. So, Sops, there is your note, and let's sing it. Here is Szczedrik.
Szczedrik, Szczedrik, Szczedriwiczka, przyletila lastivoczka, stala sobie Szczedrikowi, hospodaria biegniekami, Szczedrikowi, hospodaria, podivisia ta pożaru, tam owieczki pokotylis, a janiczki narodilis, w Tebe towar wes хороший, будешь мати мир хороший, в Тебе товар весь хороший, будеш мати мир хороший. Познай Божого, Щебежінка чорноброва, Кашні рожі тополова, в Тебе жінка чорноброва, Щедрик, Щедрик, Щедрівічка, прилетіла ластівочка, стала собі Щедрикаті, господаря вілікаті, Щедрик, господаря, подивися на пожару, там овечки покотились, а янички народились, в Тебе товар весь хороший, будеш мати мир хороший, в Тебе товар весь хороший, будеш мати мир хороший. Почни до голова, Щебежінка чорноброва, Кашні рожі тополова, в Тебе жінка чорноброва, Щедрик, Щедрик, Щедрівочка прилетіла. Ластівочка.
Beautiful performance by the Fieri Consort. What great leads they are for all of us. So, everyone, great way to start this afternoon. I would like to do that one more time because it's only short. I don't think we'll sing the Tchaikovsky twice this afternoon, gorgeous as it is. But some of the shorter ones, why not, as the wise man says. So, Mark said that was Bethany, and that was Sarah, Tom, and David. What wonderful singers we have. Hello to everyone who's joined us since we started. Hello, Carol. Hello, Anna. Hello, Michael. Hello, Hildegard. No, you're not late. We were just killing time till you got here. Hello, Seamus as well. Fabulous. Let's have that one more time. Shedrick.
Щедрик, щедрик, щедрівочка, прилетіла ластівочка, стала собі щебетати, з господаря відлікати. Щебет, господарю, подивися, та пожару. Там овечки покотилися, янички народились, в тебе товар весь хороший, будеш мати мір хороший. Тебе товар весь хороший, будеш мати мірку грошей. Познорожі до жінка, чебежінка, чорноброва. Кашні рожі тополова, в тебе жінка, чорноброва. Щедрик, щедрик, щедрівочка, прилетіла ластівочка, стала собі щебетати, з господаря відлікати. Там овечки покотилися, янички народились, в тебе товар весь хороший, будеш мати мірку грошей. В тебе товар весь хороший, будеш мати мірку грошей. Точно до голова, чебежінка, чорноброва. Очні рожі тополова, в тебе жінка, чорноброва. Щедрик, щедрик, щедрівочка, прилетіла ластівочка.
Great stuff. Imagine that with all of your voices all joined together, and you'll be able to play that to your friends and family and go, I'm singing in Ukrainian. Amazing. Well done, everyone. Thank you. So let's move on and have a look at another piece. Let's sing the Rachmaninoff. This is the first piece in the pack. This is Tiebe Poem. And for many of us, this was one of the first pieces we learned in our sessions. But for those of us in the bass department, we kept this one pretty much till last because, you know, there are so many wonderful, wonderful moments for everyone, but the basses, I think, get the lion's share of the beautiful lines here. Now, that doesn't mean that those of you who aren't quite as flowing in your lines don't get to enjoy this. Altos, you get to sing through the line. You're the chant in this piece. You're the core of this music. Everyone else is sort of decorating that line. So although it's a simple line, it is actually probably the most important of all. Now, everyone, you've got various points for breaths marked in. Please do observe those if you can. Remember, stagger the breathing. It's not a problem if you need to take a breath. Please do take a breath. The alternative is really not worth considering. But do, when you're recording, remember the old technique of turn the head, take a breath, and come back. Okay. Also consider fading your voice out in plenty of time, so your voice doesn't wobble and waver, your pitch doesn't descend. So perhaps if you're in the middle of singing a nice line, and miss a note out, take a breath, fade your voice back in. That's absolutely fine. And otherwise, just enjoy this one. It is absolutely sublime. This is Rachmaninoff writing at his most orchestral. And I think we should do this one twice as well. We have time. So let's have Tiebe Poem. And this gives you an opportunity, those of you that have split parts, to sing first and second. So let me give you your chord. There's the soprano, alto, tenor, bass. Here we go, everyone. Well, that's quite nice, isn't it, everyone? That's a great, great piece of work by the Fieri Consort. You could release that, I think, as a commercial track, and people go, God, that's lovely. Just imagine what it's going to sound like with your voices all combined. Amazing. Now, this is one to definitely do multiple takes of the same part, everyone, because you're going to be staggering the breathing all over the place. That is absolutely, absolutely fine. That's how the Russian choirs get through all of these pieces, and they sing so slowly. It's because they are experts at passing the breath around, as it were. So, I'm taking a breath, I'm taking a breath now. So sing it through, record your line, then record it again, and possibly even a third time, and send us all 3 takes. Don't worry about mistakes. That's why Connor and Matt and Kai are amazing engineers. That's why they're the best in the world at what they do. They will make it so those mistakes never happen. But what's important is your voice will be in the texture several times. And if you can sing through and breathe at different points on each take, it does mean perhaps being a little bit disciplined and marking in where you took a breath that first time, and breathing deliberately early or deliberately late around those breaths, and you'll end up with the most incredible sound. It really will be wonderful. Let's have that again, I think. And I'm just seeing people in the comments are saying, I'm so glad I did this course. Thank you for this course. I adore this music. Well, it's entirely mutual, everyone. This has just been such a joy. And of course, it's nowhere near over yet. You have so much lovely singing to do. Remember to be kind to yourself when you record, everyone. Yeah, when you sing in a choir of hundreds, as many of you know, your voice is blended with everyone else, and you don't hear all the little flaws and imperfections. Everyone has flaws and imperfections in their voice, and we blend our voices with others. It's like wood for the trees. You see a forest, you think, what a beautiful forest. You get up close, you see one tree, and you start seeing all of the knot holes and so on. It really, just record, send it in, and you will love the end result. All right, now let's have that one more time, and then we'll sing the Oche Nash. So that chord, basses, tenors, altos, sopranos. Here we go. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thanks so much, everyone. That's going to be a real jewel. At the end of this, I mean, we'll have, with the Russian Wonders from last year, we're going to have an amazing, amazing concert, aren't we? We'll obviously perform the 5 on their own, but at some point we need to have a chat with Mark. Imagine a performance of all 10 if we include last year's summer school as well. Leave it with us. Now then, let's have a look at Oche Nash, which you'll find on page 10. I know I'm doing this out of order. Conductor's privilege. We're going to leave the Ukrainian prayer for last, as it is the newest piece, and it is, I think, in many ways, for obvious reasons, the most moving of all. But Oche Nash is the Lord's Prayer, and this one has been a real joy to learn, relatively straightforward compared to some of the music we've done recently, naming no names, Mozart, Mass and C minor. It's also taught us an awful lot about the chanting in the Orthodox tradition, the shape of the music. We've learned about what these triangles mean. Of course, it means we block those particular notes together into a group of 3, as there is no time signature on this. It is a chant after all. Now, those of you in the second bass and octavist department, remember when it comes time to record this, we've asked you a very special challenge to record the second bass part as written and then to record an octave lower than that throughout. As I said yesterday, we won't use the whole thing. There'll be moments where we chop you out just to allow the chords to shine out, but for the vast majority of it, there will be an octavist part on that lower bass line. So it's going to sound absolutely unbelievable. So let's sing this one through, everyone. Do enjoy it. Remember, at the very, very end, that last chord lasts for a long time. As much gentle shape as we can give this one, I think will really make this one very, very powerful indeed. So let me give you your chords. Let's do it twice as we have done the others. And let's make this one with just everyone singing what's on the page. And then we'll do one with the lower bass as well. But for now, here is Oche Nash. Okay, well done, everybody. Just glancing at the comments, it's great to see those of you who joined us since the start of the broadcast. Hello, Charlotte, for example. Hello, Michael. Great to see you, and I hope you're enjoying the sing through this afternoon. Let's have a bit of a hydration break, and we'll have that one more time. And as Bob says, it will be very interesting if we sing that down an octave. Okay, as we sang through on that rehearsal yesterday afternoon. That was quite an experience, everyone. Thank you to all of the altos and sopranos who were there at yesterday's rehearsal and enjoyed the bass rumble. Well, I can't wait to hear the octavist. I think I'm going to have to submit an octavist part myself. I'm just going to have to make sure that I've got the bottom C. It has to be first thing in the morning. I reckon about 6 a.m. should do it. So let's have that one more time. And if you are of the second bass octavist persuasion, why not make this an octavist sing through? And let's have some fun. So this is Orchinash for the second time, and then we'll move on and we'll sing the Tchaikovsky, which I know is Mark's absolute favourite. Here we go. What a lovely piece. Well chosen there, Mark. And he's just said this is Kedrov's most famous piece. Well, I can see why. And yes, really enjoying singing along there. I was singing along in the Octavis range, and I think a day yesterday of singing down there. All those exercises. Remember those in the bass department, singing the those exercises will really help add a bit of a basement to your voice, a cellar, if you will. And if you are going to record that as an octavist, try those buzzing exercises to get you down to the low pitch, and then just keep everything really very, very broad at that lower octave. Fantastic, everyone. Thank you so much. Isn't it so gorgeous? Again, that one. It's going to be such a pleasure. Obviously, when we sing it together in a few weeks, when it's all recorded and mixed, we'll have the buzz of singing it in the concert. But then I really do think that this, plus the 5 pieces we did for Russian Wonders last year, will make just the most incredible playlist to just sit and have a glass of something, a tomato juice, if you will, close your eyes and just enjoy the sound of this amazing global choir. It's going to be very special. Now, something that's going to be just as special, if not more so, because this is Mark's absolute favourite. Let's look, please, at the Tchaikovsky, the cherubic hymn. And the thing I'm going to say, first of all, for this one is, yes, it is slow, isn't it? It's very, very slow, but that's the point. It's supposed to be an impossible sound. That, I think, is one of the things we love about these Orthodox choirs. If you ever listen to actual Russian, actual Eastern European choirs singing this music, it's impossible. How can they sing that low? How can they sing that long? And it's that technique that goes into their singing where it sounds effortless. Of course, if you go within the section and you listen, there are people breathing all over the place, but they're doing it in such a subtle way. I always say to my choirs, my face-to-face groups, when we do any kind of Russian music or anything like this, listen to the experts. You can't hear any breaths, although they are breathing wherever they need to. And so I think we've learned a lot this week about what it takes to sing this music in an authentic fashion. Now, as we go through this, I do think it's worth doing this one twice because, well, we have time and there are first and second parts, and it's a tricky one to kind of get our heads around with all of these tempo shifts, all of these flexible tempo moments. Remember that word rubato. And so just make sure as you're singing it through, you've got one ear on what Fieri's doing. And remember, the first 4 bars are very, very slow indeed. And then from bar 5, it picks up a bit. Listen to the bass to give you the tempo as it moves forwards. We breathe at the end of bar 8. And then we breathe again at bar 16, as in that's where we can take a breath as an ensemble. Of course, you will need to breathe before then, but make it so seamless that nobody will know. All right, turn your head from the microphone, take your breath, and fade your voice back in. Remember, we're breaking this down into 3 sections, 3 chunks, if you will. Part 1 is up to the end of bar 21. Now, part 2 starts at 22, and that is faster, definitely faster and louder. The middle section is a bright sort of fanfare, a chorus of angels, if you will. And that finishes there at bar 43, and then that's the end of part 2. Bar 44 to the end is part 3. Very slow again from 44 for 4 bars, and then as before, the tempo picks up. I've asked the octavists to give us the last 3 bars. It's written there, but I want that note. I want that rumble there at the end, please, everyone. Also, this is probably the most pronounced one in terms of that delaying the expectations, isn't it, everyone? The odlozhim. We all know where the chord's going. But we delay the chord, so just be ready for that, particularly when it comes time to record. And remember, this one is Mark's favourite, so let's sing it for him. So let me give your notes. Okay, that's soprano, alto and tenor. And let's sing this through. Let's do this twice because, well, it's worth it. Here we go, everyone. Cherubic hymn for the first time. Wow. As Mark says, Fieri are simply stunning, aren't they? And Emma said, imagine singing these. You'd need amazing stamina to do all these in a concert. And Denise is quite right. Having other singers around would actually help. The thing is, folks, we're all doing this in isolation, singing this in our own houses. And no, were you all to be in the same room together singing this, there's an ebb and flow to sections as people sort of. I said actually this week, it's a bit like those penguins in the Antarctic who form those enormous huddles against the storm, and they take it in turns to stand on the outside, and then they come in and are warmed by the others, and you get that in a choir as well. Now, just bear that in mind as you record your lines. Please do multiple takes. I know it's a big sing. It's being broken down into chunks, and if each of you could do, 2 or 3 recordings per voice part that you're happy to sing for, I mean, that would be amazing, and we could end up with a choir of 1,000 singing that. Connor is going to put it in the biggest acoustic you've ever heard. It's going to be stunning. Now, I would like to do that one more time. If you'd rather just listen for this second sing through, just revel in the incredible sound of the Fieri Consort. I don't think anyone in the world has guides and leaders like we do. They really are amazing, and so we're just so grateful to them for all their hard work. Cheers, Fieri. Penguins, that's us. That's it. Huddled together against the storm. Well, let's sing that one more time, and then we have just one more, that beautiful Ukrainian prayer by John Rutter. So, for the second time of asking, here is the Trubik hymn. Shoulders don't fail me now. Here is the Tchaikovsky. Enjoy, everyone. words. There we are, everyone. So, what's wonderful is to read people's comments as we go. People saying, I'm really starting to get this one. Are we approaching 10 listens? I think we are, folks. By the 10th, I mean, that is going to be, I think, many people's favourite piece from the course, as demanding as it is. But just have in mind that visual idea of us being a huddle of penguins. The storm is the tempo. It's a very, very challenging tempo. But one of the things to bear in mind, as you probably noticed from the conducting, as it's developed this week, I am very much of the British school of conducting, where you give not just entries, but you also show where people stop singing and you give them a breath before they come in. And I've had to change the way I conduct for this piece because there is often no clear beat and breath. Now, Nigel Short is like me. He always gives loads and loads of space for the singers to breathe. This is something different. This is a different style, which I think is one of the reasons why we found it challenging. Don't expect to have a huge amount of space at the end of each phrase to take a breath. Instead, think of it as just a constant stream. Think of it like circular breathing, except rather than one person having to just constantly make sound, the choir breathes in a circular manner. Breathe wherever you like, ideally not at the end of a phrase. Fade out, fade back in, stagger that breathing, and it literally at this point, even at the ends of phrases, in order, I think, to be able to get through in that way. And it's been fascinating teaching and learning this one this week. I've learned such a lot from working on this one. So thanks so much, everyone. Now, one more before I bid you adieu. And of course, we've got so much to look forward to in the coming weeks. There is God Save the Queen next weekend, which is going to be brilliant. Mark, of course, has been at Windsor. It's had a bit of a royal few weeks here with Buckingham Palace and Windsor. They shall have to give you your own car at this point, Mark, your own honour detail as well. But of course, that's going to be fantastic with Ralph. And then a week or so after that, we're launching the Eric Whittaker course. Can't wait to teach you that week of Whittaker. If you haven't signed up yet, please do so. It's going to be so special. If you've enjoyed this week, you will absolutely adore that week of Eric's music. You really, really will. But let's finish today, and we'll sing through it twice because, well, we've done that for all the other pieces. This is the Ukrainian prayer. So a quick sip of drink. Now, just remember, of course, as we've gone through the week, we've been talking about the wonderful Fieri consorts and their pronunciation guide. Now, we have decided to, very unusually, to ignore the Fieri vowels in a couple of places. Let me just remind you where those places are. We're going to sing at the bottom of page 6 of the score, that is to say, the first page of the movement. In bars 9, 10, 11 and 12, we're singing Dynam Sili Viri Inadii. Fieri sing Dynam Silu Viru Inadiu. We're going to sing what's on the score, and the same again at the bottom of the next page, bars 19, 20, 21, Sili Viri Inadi. Please, everyone, make sure you've underlined it. You can write something like ignore Fieri vowels or something, just to trigger that memory when it comes time to record, because if you sing Silu, we're going to have to chop your vowel off there, okay? I don't want anyone to have an unexpected chopping off of their vowels. There's nothing we could do. If you record the wrong vowel, we can't use it. We can use the rest of it, but it'll mean that you will not be in those shining chords. So please, everyone, sing Sili, Viri, Inadii. That's something we can't do anything about if you sing Silu and Viru and so on. Other than that, this is such a beautiful piece. We're so honoured to be singing this, and if you are in a face-to-face choir, as many of you are, please make sure your conductor is aware of this piece. It is a free piece by John Rutter. He has given it to the world, and we're so very grateful to him for doing that. So let us sing this one all the way through. As Glennie says, it's painful to have your vowels chopped off. So we start with the basses, and then everyone comes in on that D major chord. This has been my earworm for the week. Here we go, everyone. First time. Thank you, everyone. Gosh, what a piece. Oh my goodness. So that is Bethany Partridge, Hannah Ely, Sarah Champion, Amy Blythe, Tom Kelly, Chris Fitzgerald Lombard, David Maguire, and Ben McGee. Incredible singers. Beautiful singing. Again, that could be a commercial release. And of course, when we sing along with those amazing leaders, what we're going to produce is going to be powerful's not the word. Almost unbearably moving and beautiful. That, I think, is going to be the final result of this. So I think, Mark, if you could please make sure that there are plenty of Choir of the Earth hankies in the shop, because if you don't have one, You're going to need one for the final result of this. Let's do it one more time, everyone, and then I shall bid you adieu and wish you a very good weekend. Of course, do look out for that auction, which starts next week. As mentioned, if you want to have a singing lesson with yours truly, or with a really good singer like Ashley Riches or Hannah, or with Lucy Cox, or with so many members of the Fieri Consort, or with my fantastic colleague Angie. If you want to sit in on a mix session with Connor and myself, you can have a chat with Mark, and he'll talk to you about starting the choir. There's some amazing opportunities to bid for, and of course all of those auctions will go to support your choir, so that we can be here for many, many years to come and provide you with all this gorgeous music. So we're going to finish today with the Ukrainian prayer for the second time, and then dear Mark Cease, who's waiting in the wings, can jump on this broadcast and start the fantastic job of chopping the wall up into conducting tracks, and you can start recording this evening if you want to. Fabulous. So here we go, everyone. There's the basses, and this is the last piece to sing today. Let's give it all we got, folks. Here it is, the Ukrainian prayer. Thank you so much, everyone, for being part of a very, very special course. So that is the teaching for Slava. Mark Cease is going to now jump on the edit and craft the conducting videos. Huge thanks again to him. Huge thanks to Fieri and, of course, to Mark, who put this course together, chose the pieces. Excellent, excellent choices, Mark. And do hope you all enjoy recording this week. We'll let you know as soon as we have a concert date, and we will perform those 5 pieces together. And then I do think it's worth, we'll have a chat. We'll arrange something perhaps later in the year where we present all 10 of those Orthodox pieces, perhaps as a single concert or as a single playlist for you to enjoy, because it's going to be very special indeed. Once again, do sign up for the Eric Whittaker week if you haven't done so. Do watch out for God Save the Queen next week. That's going to be amazing. And I will see you all again very, very soon. If not at Eric Whittaker, why not the opera course? Or the Lark Ascending. And everyone, please, it's required and requested formally to come and sing the Delius Mass of Life. Even if you've never heard it before, Fieri have just finished recording the guide tracks and it is in the mix. It's sounding amazing. And of course, we'll be singing it with the Bergen Philharmonic, an amazing opportunity for you to sing with a world-class orchestra. I'm hoping to meet many of you in the autumn and beyond as we take Messiah on the road. I think we are very nearly sold out for Messiah. I think there's literally a handful of places left. So if you haven't got your place for London, then please grab it. But of course, we will be at a city near you at some point soon. Lots of love to you all. Have a really good weekend. I think a mop of the eyes and a cup of tea, deep breath, we can get on with our day. All the very best, folks. Take care. See you soon.